Hello! Good evening. Okay, another day, another Gamedev code stream. Let's start some more music. Short as good. Lower that volume down, nice. And there we go. Okay, so last time I spent an hour going insane about a nice GLSL quote-unquote feature, and I finished implementing the tileset tile map rendering. And today, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good everything. Hi. And today I did a bit of work, not too much. I worked some more on the loading part of things. And so last time I wasn't quite sure which approach I should take to pass the zip file along with the data to dparse so that you can have references to other files. I do not sound how I thought you would. Okay. Uh, how did you expect me to sound? Did you expect me to sound like this? Or something? Anyway, so last time I wasn't quite sure how to handle this, because, for instance, a chunk needs to be able to reference other files in the zip file. And so what I ended up going with is just passing a separate argument, which I call packet for now. So that's sort of generic, and I could switch at some point to another format entirely that's not necessarily zip, or switch out the library, which I will almost definitely do once 3B's very, very promising deflate library hits quick Lisp. I'll write a zip thing on top of that and use that instead. Because yeah, this API is not great. Anyway, right. So I added some code to do the layer loading and offloading. Unfortunately, PNG load, the library I use for PNG reading, does not support writing, so what I do instead is just I write out the raw bytes of the image as an octet vector, and then I load those back in, and hopefully the zip compression will make that not horrible. But we shall see. That's just a concern that I have noted here with the kludge, and I don't really need to worry about that right now. I'll see if it's a problem later on. Okay, so today I need to continue working on a chunk and get the rest of the functions ported over, which is tile dereferencing or accessing, so that they can be, read out and set, and the collision detection part of it as well. Once we have that in, I can do some tests and see if things still work out somehow. Yeah, and then the next item on the list after that would be 16 by 16 tiles. So the stream tomorrow is going to be about drawing. Yes, there's some music in the background. You can always type : currently playing for Chimera in the chat, and it should give you the current track that's playing in the background. Right now it's playing the Mirror's Edge Catalyst soundtrack by Solar Fields. Yes. Solar Fields is very good. I just wish I could filter out some of more the actiony parts of the soundtrack, because those are sometimes a bit too much, or just background noise. Anyhow, let's see. I have made some changes and I have not loaded them at all, which is a habit I have and which is not great. So let's load up the system here and see whether things crash. They crash, of course. Tip file entry is not a thing. Let's go in here. I was worried about that. D list is undefined. Okay. Whoa. What is it called? I'm pretty sure I have a thing in there. Is it unlist instead? It's unlist, not delist. Okay. Unlist it is. Okay. Hey, it flushed through. Nice. Okay. Okay. Let's head on over to the chunk. Oh, I forgot to set the frame font. I'm bad. Sorry about that. It's probably unreadable until now. Let me just fix that real quick. Normal. 16. There we go. That should be much more readable. Though it should stream in 1080p, but I assume most people aren't full screening this. So having a bigger font size is still better. Not so great for me, since I'm used to tiny ass font sizes, but I'll make do. Okay, let's see what the previous version looked like. This one. Get Time Machine is an Emacs plugin that is really nice. It allows you to quickly go through the history of a file and also see, like, it optionally allows marking which changes were made when and stuff like that. It's really handy for when I need to rewrite a part of a system. I just empty the file and start writing, and then have the old file open in Time Machine, so I can cross-reference things and fix them up as they come. Okay, so the resizing should theoretically work. I'm not sure if it does in actuality, but I'll worry about that once I get to test it. I guess I could test it now, but eh. Okay, so we have a width chunk XY, which does what? Where's that used? With chunk XY, it's used in a lot. I think it's used to... Oh, okay, it's used to translate it to local frame coordinates and then balance check. Okay. Alright. Oh dear. Oh yeah, Super Mario Maker 2 comes out next week. Nice. Yeah, I'm hyped for that. I did order that on my local game shop site thingy for the cartridge. And usually, the site I have in Switzerland is actually really good. Sometimes they send out the games ahead of time before they're supposed to be released. Which is probably not very good for, you know, the companies, but it is nice. So maybe I'll get it a day early or two. I don't know. Probably not, but okay. Let me just copy this over. I think it should be... You're gonna download it? Okay. I try to avoid downloads whenever possible. It's not actually even cheaper on the eShop most of the time, which is the strangest thing. If it was cheaper, I would consider it, but hell no. Okay, so I need to check whether this is still accurate given the new changes. BX, there's a floor, lighted tile size, no, that's the... So previously, for whatever reason, I allowed chunks to have different tile sizes. I don't know why I considered that to be a good idea. It most assuredly is not. Probably also change that from being a dev-war to be a def global instead, since it's never bound or anything. Yeah. And also let's change that from default to tile size. AG. This makes my development flow look like crap. What do you mean? I don't think my flow is very good. I've seen some Emacs wizards. For instance, there's some kind of incantation of Dired to replace all occurrences in a directory, and I always forget it and I would have to Google it. So wait, that's not how that goes. No, that's not how that goes. How did I? No. What was that? Fucking goddammit. Jeez. What was stupid ass key on it? Work all CSA. Oh. Used to be an M or something. There we go. Okay. Makes more sense as a keep running, but I'm just not used to it yet. Surface. Oof, that was even... Oh, the make surface. Okay, no, that's irrelevant. Not really, but okay. Tiles in view could probably also be a thing. Yeah, def global. Okay, that should be all. Okay, good. Yeah, let's replace that as well while I'm at it. So def global is an interesting feature that some implementations like SBCL offer, which is that they, instead of a def or, so def or defines a special variable, which means it can be rebound with let dynamically, and that's very useful in a lot of situations. But the problem is also that the implementation needs to do a more expensive lookup. And so what def global does, it defines a global variable that's not rebindable, and as such lookup should be just a pointer dereference rather than a lookup, rather than two, I guess. And so yeah, it's a teensy bit faster. That's a micro optimization, but it's just a style thing I noticed. Since Leaf is not going to be cross implementation anything, I can just slather around SBCL things, which is something I almost never do. Okay, back to this. With chunk XY, that should be good. So we subtract the location, everything is centered. Wait, hold on, what? Location, and then that's the add, the B size, yes. Okay, right, yeah, that should be almost good. Except for this, UI. Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to the other one, see what I do there. Okay, so there's a generic tile accessor which returns the tile information, so just the raw index, which now is no longer an index but rather a vector of some kind. Which begs the question of how to represent that. chunk XY. Yeah, so this is a problem that I have with... This is probably the reason why I didn't use a vector for the size, because the vectors are only floats. At least in my vector library, there's no integer vectors. And so things like this need coercion between the types, and that's not great. So... Okay. Those layers, layers is a list, I believe. Why is that a list? That's not good. What's a list for this? This chunk. Yeah, I'm gonna turn that into vector instead. Make array. Okay. That's that. And then here we just need to do recursion. Oh, did I not? Where is that? Is that here? There we go. Birds are mad, being rowdy again, so I'm gonna turn on the blinds. And that should shut them up. Sometimes I wish I had a separate room either for the birds or for streaming, but yeah, space is limited after all. Okay, there's fine, that's fine. That's fine. Except it complains why. Deleting unreachable code. Oh. Oh, right. Go. Buy your own condo. I don't have an income source. Nobody's paying me to do this, unfortunately. Okay. Go. That should actually speed times 2. Last year I switched to the Dvorak keyboard layout, which was, man, that was a challenge to do, to get used to. But now I'm really happy that I did, because I never had the hand strain problem that I had last year again. Not sure if that's necessarily due to Dvorak or anything, but it's still nice that I took the opportunity to do it, I feel like. Okay, hold on. So how do we return that tile? I guess as a vet 2 again. Okay. Okay, now for the setup method. Okay, so pause and layer, we can copy from there. Fuck. Stop opening windows. Yeah, I mean, if you're fine with QWERTY, that's alright. I really, for a while I had bad hand strain problems, and I decided maybe that'll fix it up somehow. Okay, so the texture upload is going to be a bit of a more of a problem. Texture chunk, find texture to the array, X sub image 3D to the array. So sub image 2D X Y Z. Why is that not just using the pause again? I don't understand that part. So pause is it's without the VZ offset, which is alright because we don't have that anymore. Okay. Okay. I actually wonder how fast texture downloading is for a small subregion on average. We'd have to benchmark that on drivers and stuff, but having to keep the extra array memory is a bit of annoyance. I would still assume it's going to be much faster than calling out to GL, especially if it's just one pixel you want to look at. Okay, next is the flood fill, which is a bit of a monster of a function. So if you don't know how the flood fill algorithm works, which is what happens in any painting program when you click the bucket and use that, it's pretty simple and kind of interesting how it works. Actually, let me draw this up. Whoa, wrong thing, please. Wait, actually, let's use sprite. That's easier for this. Okay, view, show, pixel grid. Okay. So let's just no, not red. White. There we go. Okay, so let's say we have a structure like this. That's a bit big. Let's make something smaller. Nice anime paint program. Oh, Krita. Yeah, their startup thingy is some anime thingy. I don't know why. I guess everything's gotta have a mascot these days. Anyway, so flood fill works like this. You start by the initial pixel that you want to fill, and then you check. Wait. First, you keep the queue of things, a queue of pixels to look at, and you set that pixel you want to flood fill from. You put that into the queue, and then you just take the next item off the queue or stack until it's empty. And the way it works is once you take something out, you fill the color, and then you check left and right. You've left. And you check for the left end and the right end. So from here, you go to the left until you hit something that is not the same color anymore. So I would be scanning like this. And here I notice, oh, there's a different color, I'll stop. And then you note this end, and then you do the same on the right. And you go like this, and you notice that's the end. And then for each pixel from here to here, you set the color, and you check below and above whether those are the same color. If they are, then you add that pixel to the queue. So we set this, we set that, we set that. So we go through, and at that point, all of these pixels are in the queue. So we have a bunch of stuff here. And then you take the next item off the queue, which might be this. And then you do the same. You go to the left, check what's your bounds, and then you go to the right, and check your bounds, and then you set and check up and down, and add them to the queue. And then you take the next one, and that's already done. Next one, done. And then you might get to this one. Again, check left and right. It's already at the edge. You mark this, fill it, do these, and at this point we only have these 4 in the queue anymore. And so you fill this, and this, and this, and this. And you're done. That's how it works. So it goes sort of like this. There's different kinds of variations of the same flood fill algorithm, but that's the basic idea of it. Pretty simple, but it looks kind of ugly. So let's see, what do we do here? So there's blue. I think I just re-upload the entire thing here. Yeah. Z. Okay, easy location. Okay. So we era. times 2. No plus. Yeah, this is kind of having to pack it into structures. You don't ever really look at the same vec, so we'll keep a temp here, I guess. Is V setup. Does V setup return the vector? Let me see. Yes, okay, great. Gross hack, but whatever. It will be fine. What's one? This is also a thing I notice about myself, which I don't like, is that there's a really strong temptation to do premature optimization kinds of things, and I really, really wish I could avoid that altogether. I guess because it needs... that's alright, it's fine, it's whatever. Get over writing things incredibly compact as well. Another bad habit of mine. Please. Okay. Push. That's fine. Okay, so we push to the Q, we pop it off. And then we search for west and east, which is doing that. And that's let's do a vector comparison now. Then you go from west to east and you set. One thing you could obviously do is, instead of doing this in 2 steps, just doing it in 1. So every time you decrease west, you immediately do this. Which sounds a bit cleaner to me, actually. I don't know. Not sure why they do it in 2 phases. Yeah, why do they do that? Huh. I don't know. Guess because it would duplicate this code. Whatever, could wrap it up in an Flet as well. Whatever. I don't need to think about this right now. So Leading unreachable code. Why is that unreachable? What do you mean? I mean, I understand that there's... because it expands to type case. Just dumb, but... get that part. I don't get why... why is there a floor in there? What does that do? X and Y's should always be... wait, where are X and Y defined? Confused now. Oh, right, with chunk X, Y. Why is that unreachable? If I just paste in the Vec2 variant, are you happy then? Yeah, okay, so it's just optimization notice. Okay. I really wish Common Lisp had some kind of facility to do compile time type branch elimination that isn't e-type case, because e-type case just gives you unreachable code warnings when it's intended, because it's the only way to do it portably. Something like having a def transform like in SVCL portably would be sweet for any kind of heavy math stuff. Okay, so that's ported over. That should be fine, I think. So actually, it's not fine quite yet. Not quite yet, because we don't translate the Z to the correct level. Currently Z is always assumed to be 0 being the middle rather than 0 being the lowest layer. So I need to fix that. Needs to be plus for length layers chunk 2. Okay. Where else am I using that? Is there anywhere else? Yeah, here. Okay. So that should be fine. Yes. So now come the collision tests, and then that's it. Let's see. Collision test is involved, and it's not quite right. For some reason, there's some ways in which you can land on a platform and get stuck between two tiles. I have not yet figured out why or what to do about it. Okay, tile. What? When tile or equals tile 1 or 2. What? Do surface blocks. Oh, I just implicitly defined block. Ground and platform to be Yes, okay. That's not ideal. Yeah, it's gonna mix everything. Annoying. Ah, dear. Okay. This probably needs to be optimized as well at some point. TS is tile size. Might go back on this size thingy. Don't know yet. I'm gonna do it differently. Run. Yes, it's dumb. So when we're there, we have this is not documented well enough. Yeah, I don't know if I'm pretty sure this is gonna work, but I'm not entirely certain. this crap needs to be fixed and then optimized at some point. It is nice because the collision test currently is only dependent on how fast you go. So there's an upper bound on how long it's going to take to test. It's never... so basically it's always constant cost and never dependent on any other kind of parameter. But it's still, as it is, the constant factor is dumbly high for a multitude of reasons. Anyway, that concludes the chunk rewrite. Now, I think at least. So, how do we test this? First, restart and compile with verbos. What do you got for me? Editor.lisp chunk. Undefined variable current layer. Undefined variable tiles in view. What? Probably move tiles in view into the helpers thing anyway. Layers undefined chunk. Where is that? Let's define in region. Region is after chunk. Because I don't actually know. These should be pretty early. I think that should be fine. So view undefined, load map is undefined, save map is undefined, okay. Don't remember what the second argument was for. Maybe the version? Probably the version. So we need a save region for T so it remembers the path. Yeah, I'll worry about that later. Undefined variable size and helpers. FB size. Never actually used that function. Editor does not. Okay. Let's try that again. Bring on the garbage. So class name leaf chunk. Okay. Where does it reference chunk? Righto. So I can't do that early. Annoying. Unless I move the method definitions. I guess would be more appropriate even. So let's move that over here. right here. Yay. Doing things. Deleting a mutual code. That is okay. I think maybe. Region is a problem. Find variable underscore. Right. Okay. Planar style warnings, but I'm not going to go through those. Okay. Now for the big opening, grand opening. Launch. Here it is. Editor activates. Click. Switch entity to nil. Hawaii. Interesting. I guess it's the editor is not doing the selection properly. Okay. Select entity. Next entity. Oh geez. Yeah, this uses some internal crap. That depended on everything in the scene being flat. Not good. Entity at point. It's the important one. For result, entity over level. Excuse me. Actually, I think I can do something. Which is default name for this is. Wait, no, never. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. Damn it. How do I get at the region object? I don't know. It's not guaranteed that it's the first one. I guess I could add an extra registration or something. Tie it in explicitly. Not nice, but yeah. So that should be V0. Should it be? No, hold on. Where should it be? Should be in region. So when you load, you enter that into the scene. name map. Okay. Whoops. So this should absolutely ensure that the scene has the name attached. Good. Which means I can retrieve it here. So now, if I restart, click, still nil. Why? Apparently that didn't work. Oh right, because this one is not actually loaded. So, ugh. So I should probably instead of this. Hurrah for class. Okay. Yay, it crashes somewhere else. Oh man, my favorite. Yeah. Anyway, no applicable generic function. Surface chunk. What? What does it do here? Okay, so picked a chunk, that's good. And now it's trying to paint some stuff about which tile we're currently placing. What's that? Because that's not, yeah, that's, that's not gonna work. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Not anymore in any case. Is it? Wait, what? Tasset is... Oh, never mind. Okay. So we just passed that. Okay. Put the update. Retry. And... it's somewhere else now. Reset. Okay. Things are a bit screwed, but yeah, okay. Does color picking work? Seems to. It's not of type Beck. Right, you are. Reset. Discard. Oh my god. Discard events is set. Oh, it's still, it never grabbed the, must release thingy. Anyway, okay. Things seem to work mostly with the chunk, not so much with the editor. Alright. Making good progress, though. So, tile picker. Translate by, scale by. Okay. Yeah, but, where's the click defined? Mouse move, mouse scroll. Really wish I had a UI toolkit for this. Oh man. I'm gonna have to throw all of this crap out again as soon as I have a toolkit. Because this is some garbage. Oh, may not be level, should be layer. What? Okay. Uh, minus pause. Wait, no. Do I have a V floor? I do, but not in the way I want. Hmm. Does V apply to? Right. Do they call it? Follow wrong stuff. Advisor. Where's the V seal? Do I not have that? Wow, why is there a V floor but no V ceiling? What? Oh wait, that's that's not even in. Okay, never mind. It's not in 3D vectors, but it could probably be. V floor, pause. Tile size. Okay. Yeah, this is not going to be right. not gonna fix that quite yet. Let's just do that for now. Tile to place. Place, right. That requires the tile set width. Wait, that's the wrong way around. What is the other thingy? Entity. Okay, that should fix up that. It needs to be a vec 3. And actually this needs to be... this needs to be a vec 2 still. Actually, I don't even need the layer. Never mind, this is fine. Yeah. This should be okay. Okay. Crash. Why? Because of level still being used somewhere. Tile picker. What is the level used for? Oh, it does the conversion. Wait, huh? What? Excuse me, what? I don't believe this is necessary at all. Well, you do need to special case. Do we? Not really. Could just reserve certain tiles in every tile set to be part of the solids. It's not many tiles, so it should be fine. Okay, so what the fuck does this do? I hate files that are long because I just lose sight of what the fuck is where. Even this is just too much in one file. Let's see. What is the point of this? So we have 4 rows of 64 tiles, I guess is the idea. Okay, so we translate the X and Y to... Okay. It's not complicated stuff, but it's annoying because I don't remember what the fuck is happening. Right. I'm just gonna display it as it is. Any kind of reshuffling. This is something I learned in the previous project. Trying to reshuffle the tiles in any way is annoying because when you edit the tiles, you typically, or when you create the tile set, you typically want to position related tiles in a way that makes sense visually. So it's easier to figure out how to place them later. So I think I'm just gonna display the tile set as it is down here and not go crazy about it. Like its texture size, just texture image, and then 0, I believe is the thing. ELSL texture size. Let's check that. I say that about everything. I say what about everything? It's not great, or because hell yeah. Ain't gonna lie to you. So the UV, that's not. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, it is. Again, I'm not gonna lie to you. It really is. Okay. I'm having a headache trying to think about this. Let's just make the quad as big as the thing. So it should be... What is that? Tile picker. Where is that? Tile picker is... Make a rectangle bottom left. Okay, let's just make it 1, 1 for now. And then scale by 4 plus. I don't understand this. And then scale it by. Ugh, God. Ah! Ah! You want to get that width in, and you want to get the height to be proportional, so it needs to be with hold on. Yes, okay. This is correct. I'm not sure why that took me so long to verify in my head. Embarrassing, to say the least. Okay. So bottom left aligned. So why do we translate at all? I don't get it. That's weird. I'm just gonna leave it for now. With toss at. Okay. Okay, now we should be better. I think, maybe. Alright, now we have a thing that's the size of the texture image, scaled to fit the view. Okay. So we multiply the text coordinates by size, and that should be it. It should be all. No more kerfuckly is necessary. Anything. So that should be straight to UVs. And what in the hell is this? Alright, I think I did some transparency things. What? Text. Yeah, I think this draws a grid on top, below things. Or not a grid, but like bars. Okay. Where else do you want to level? That's not where it is. Sure wish I had accurate source tracking. Okay. Instance. Okay, yeah. Should be gone. Except it's not. Fuck me. Continue waiting. Should have done reset thing, but fine. The reason it took so long to shut down is because it tries to catch up if there is lag, and debugger is, you know, synchronously interrupting. So there's a lot of lag, and it tries to simulate the physics, and that can take a while. Unable to find compatible overload texel fetch vec2. Fair enough. Where'st was that? Wait, does texel fetch? Okay, never mind then. Just fucking do a texture tree. I'm bored of this. Not that texture. And then we need to ensure that our own garbage texture is used with this. Okay. Okay. Doesn't display correctly. Wow, what is this? Okay. It's inverted. I think I've mistakenly, quote-unquote, fixed some things about this. At least the setting and updating works. Don't know why it's offset weirdly. I'm not sure if that's a problem. That is a problem of rendering the, oh yeah, the chunk. That is indeed a thing. Translate B-size chunk. That should do it. Oh, fuck. EX. Except in the opposite direction, please. And minus. Okay, now it's centered. Great. And now it should also do that. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. Auto gear. Okay. I think in the editor there's still things that are offset by 1. The grid is, for instance. Or is that in the chunk rendering? I wonder. Let's see here. be this. Okay, that made it worse. Never mind. That made it better. Great. Okay. Yeah, the selector and those kinds of things are still screwy. But the rest is fine. Okay. Yeah, the mouse is also not correct, or at least where it places things. Why is that yellow? Please. Oh, because it's doing that. Alright, fair enough. Slime, please. Okay, where's the mouse? Mouse. Get time machine. Finish chunk. Fix a bunch of crap. Minor. What was the minor change? Okay, that's not it. 2 months ago, yeah, it wasn't then. Here it is, that should be it. Chunk, effects. Huh. It's not it. Didn't change anything about the editor? What? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? So why does it place them flipped? Huh. Interesting. Fairly sure I committed. Let's actually try and drag in that. Okay, repositioning works fine. Yeah, it doesn't matter where it is. Does it? Yeah, it's always just center offset, center flipped. Very odd. Hell if I know why. Let's first try to fix the preview thingy. Where is that? I think that's here. Position XY plus tile. What? How is that correct? No, because it's 1 by 1, I guess. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And then it does a texel fetch. That ain't... I guess that's right. But then, why? Why is the big question, I suppose. It's like really oddly offset. Strange. I don't get this. I don't get this at all. Maybe I can fix the other thing easier. Who knows? Whomst knows? Entity marker. It's not that. Tile picker. Here we go. So we translate up by 4 times tile size, which we should maybe do after scaling. No, not at all. So the height is consistent in size, which is fine. But it's not 4 times tile size, is it? Oh, it needs to be ratio. If I could get this working as it should in time, that would be awesome. Okay, so we don't want that. We want to divide it by ratio, I guess? Question mark? Yes. No. Huh? No. Huh? So the more I fit on screen. Yes, okay, yeah. This is correct. Okay. Now the question becomes, why is the thing not looking right? It should just be text chord, right? I think. Instead of, you know, anything else. Don't need the size or anything. Yeah, okay, hooray! Yeah, now it looks right. Where did the thing go? Where did the chunk go? Oh my god. Yeah, okay. Anyway, this is now much easier. Overcomplicating things, my specialty. Okay. Now to figure out why it's flipped and why this display doesn't work right.
Why is it flipped?
So editor, setup, top. Huh. Minus 112. Minus 160. Yeah, so this is fine. What am I doing wrong? Oh right, the data in the image is the opposite way around. God damn it. Okay. I forgot. So how do we do this? easier to not do the flipping. The levels in the files will be upside down, but it'll be fine. Yeah, so... yeah, now it's working right. Yeah. Not great, but the way the tile map data is encoded in the texture is kind of unreadable from in an image viewer anyway, so it doesn't really matter if it's flipped at all. Yeah, this is fine. Discard events. Where's the thing? There we go. Okay. Yes. Now we can do that. Good. Now I can add a... I don't need a special case for that. It's fine. Okay. One more bug down. Time to figure out why the preview is not working. Hopefully that'll be an easy fix too. Hello. Right. Enough faffing it about. Let's fix this. So if we set the color to the... right. I hate that things don't reload. Fucking editor. Well, it sure is getting something. Actually, now we can just do v-start. Ain't that nice? -8. Okay, that's not right. What? How is that to place negative? What do you mean? Oh, scroll. Oh, right, we never modded. Why? Why you do? I'm just gonna not do it like this. Fuck that. Think VX tau to this. When smaller equals with. Fuck. What is this now? Okay. Fuck. Still not working. God damn it. Or maybe it got out of whack. Okay. Nope. Still not working. Because it's being stupid. Ugh, this is annoying as well. God, why is everything a pain in the ass? Should have just done this to begin with. My mind is falling apart. Okay, it's working somehow. Somewhat. Hurrah! Alright. Good. Let's see if I can do... What was the button to resize? I think F5? Resize, F5, yes. Crash! File size is undefined. How dare you? Oh, fuck. What? Oh, right. Yay! I can resize, and sometimes it gets weird. But resizing works. Good. That means everything except collision testing was tested and was proven to work. Fantastic. I'm not quite yet ready to test collisions yet because I know there's some stuff that's not proper. Text editor, whoa. And other stuff to make things more work. More work. Work gooder. There we go. Professional commit messages. Please hire me. Alright, but anyway, this gives me enough that I should be able to start working on, well, iron out some more problems. Hopefully I'll get collision detection working on my own tomorrow in my free time before the stream. And then in the evening we can properly dive into some sprite work and create some new tile sets. And maybe even animations. Ooh. Probably not animations though, that will take a long time. But tile sets I can play around with a bit. And yeah, I'm excited for that. I don't really have anything else I can do in the last 10 minutes. So I think I'm gonna call it a bit early today because things just went really well, I guess. I'm not sure why, but they did. So, that said, yeah, there's still a bunch of stuff untested, like I haven't tested saving things. Actually, let me do that real quick. There's a print somewhere. Bad. Print. Where is print? Bad print. Get out of here. There's also print here and print there. Hush, shush. Okay, let's test saving real quick. Okay, so we have this. It's loaded. Good. Select this. Give me a bit of an interesting color. Red. Okay. What was the saving button? I keep forgetting. Save level, F1. Save location, untitled map. Yes, good. Save map is undefined. Well, I thought I fixed that. Oh god. Oh my god. What? No, I did not. Save region. Port. Save. Enter. Crash. Unknown packet type map. Alright, it saves it as .map. So we need to fix that. Is that defined? It's not Control S in this. Sorry. Name, type, zip. Okay. Now. Yes. Does not exist. Make zip file writer. I'm not sure. Okay, another bug fixed. Save. Code, region payload, called with empty level. Zip writer has no thing. Because we get a scene, not a region. Right. Because there should be a thing here, def method. Scene, target, rest args, region, unit, region, scene, target, args. Okay, another problem. Enter. Crash. Value is not of type list. Right, you are. Layer. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Another problem fixed. Zip entry. Why not? What is your issue with this? Oh right, it doesn't allow an octet stream. The vector you need to pass the goddamn stream for some reason. Make what was it? Packet string binary stream. Oh my god. Invalid keyword arguments for write data. What? Data? State though. Where is that? Okay, it saved something. Data map title zip. There's the raw file, and here's that, which is not great. Can I make that better? Region. Code, save. Name, nil, author. Yes, good. Data is chunk, location, resources, nil. That's not good. How do I think print readably needs to be nil. That's the problem. SBCL does some stuff there that I don't like, so let's do that. Readably, no, even though that's kind of dumb. Okay, and here's the binary file, which should have some stuff there. Yes, okay. Okay, good. Now, F2 should be able to load it. Insertion, fill with identifier equals region. Package is wrong. Okay. Or sex vector. Why is that not in this? Yeah, it should be in this, to be honest. Don't handle that. Okay, to load. Tile set required. Huh. Interesting. Why is the method for the loading not in here? Annoying. Oh, right. That makes no sense. Wait, what? How did I ever overlook this? Wow. Okay, that was weird. How that worked at all. Huh? Why are my snack traces all hecked? Because it's not in there. It's somewhere here. Yeah, I don't know why SBCL is eating my things. I don't like that. Oh. Wow, I'm dumb. Don't know how to load a file of type raw. Should. It's right there. Does it get unused? Huh? I sure wish I had the other arguments in this. I should know how to load this. Why does the default fallback hit? Fast IO, fast input stream. What? How? Where's from? Fast IO, fast input stream. But this method should be more specific than this one, so it shouldn't hit. I don't understand. Okay, I guess we're going overtime after all. Low packet file. Okay, so it gets the vector and his argument. It's still T. Oh, that's a problem. I see. The type conversion happens too late. Right, yeah, that makes sense. Untrace. Yeah. Okay. So let's just do it around. And that should fix it. 2. Load. Yay! So now it has a different problem. Good. Layers is not an init arg. Why not? What was it called then? Thought it was layers. No, it's called tile map. So we don't specify the layers. Tile map. Oh, wait, whoops. Wrong one. Herpaderp. Oh my god. PNG load. Why is that happening now? Oh, right, because I'm a good smart boy. Out here. Chunk. Just call this layers after all. Layers, everything. This define button never used. Okay. I'm not sure what's happening now. I can't seem to zoom anymore. Oh, yeah, the stack is messed up. Oh, Lord. Something's busted, alright. I don't know what it is, but something is. Can't edit at all anymore. Why? It's not showing up right. Well, I don't know what's happening, but I'll figure it out tomorrow. Some more things. Okay, anyway. Thanks for joining me tonight. Editor fixes, chunk fixes, load fixes, fixes all around. But now things are coming together again. The game is starting to have its engine fixed up. And tomorrow, hopefully, we're gonna be doing no code and some art, pixel art. Alright, hope to see you there. Again, as usual, same time, 2000 Central European Standard Time. 2 hours of stream. And yeah, thanks for sticking around, and have a good day. Bye bye.